Hello everyone and welcome to another video, my track guide for Oschersleben in the Toyota GR86. Let's get into it. In qualifying for turn 1, you want to be all the way on the right, and we have to look at turn 1 and 2 as one flowing motion. I turn in when I get to this escape road here on the right. Once I've done that, I'll go on the brake, but you don't want to be going on the brake too hard. Initially I'm hitting about 30% brake pressure, quickly going off into about 10% brake pressure, trailing all the way to the first curb. Once you've cleared the first curb, you want to go hard on the brakes. And you want to straighten the car as much as possible. Aim for the inside curb for turn 2. I go to about 60% brake pressure, and I'm easing off as I leave the green AstroTurf on the inside. You don't want to hug the curb all the way around, so open up the corner a little bit. When I get to this line here, I'll go full throttle again. Just make sure that you don't drag the car around. The optimal is getting back into the curb again. And of course using all of the AstroTurf on the outside if necessary. For turn 3, bring the car over to the right. The turn is banking just a little bit, so we can carry more speed than we think. I brake when I get past this blue pillar here on the right. And you want to be turning in as well. I aim for about 95% brake pressure before easing off all the way to the middle of the corner. Once you're in the middle of the corner, you should be able to go full throttle again. I don't prefer to get on the curb, but you can do that if that works for you. Because the corner is banking a little bit, we can get earlier on the throttle than we think. When the corner is ending, the car should want to walk out towards the AstroTurf on the outside. You can put a full car out there without getting an incident point. Turn 4 is flat out, so we are all about setting up for turn 5 and 6. I aim to come out just about mid-track. And now you want to use the brake and the throttle to get close to both curbs for turn 5 and 6. But you don't want to be braking too much, so I'll only touch it for about 5 to 10%. And you don't get on the throttle until you're sure that you will make turn 6 as well, with hitting the curb. When I leave the curb for turn 6, I'll go hard on the brakes for turn 7. I'll go to about 70% brake pressure, and I'll ease that off all the way to the anti-cut here just in front of us. That is also the last one on your inside. I stay fairly close to the curb all the way around, but you can also track out a little bit and turn the car quicker, and that way get on the throttle a little bit earlier. But for this run, I stayed fairly close to the curb. Once in the middle of the corner, when staying close to the curb, you should be able to go full throttle again. Again, because we have a bit of runoff on the outside that we can use without getting enough track. Turn 8 is flat out. You can cut the inside curb a little bit, but the aim is to cut turn 9 quite a lot more. Do not hit the anti-cut on the inside, as that will give you a 1 second slowdown. We do have to brake a little bit for turn 10, so we're sacrificing turn 9 a little bit to optimize exit out of turn 10. I brake a little bit when I leave the curb here for turn 9. A quick hit to about 30% before quickly going into a trail brake all the way to the inside curb. This will help the car rotate that much better, and that will make sure that you don't run out of room on the outside. Once I get to the anti-cut sausage, I'll go full throttle again. If you are able to hug the curb all the way around, you should be good for the outside as well. And now we have one of the straights, and that's why we needed to optimize exit speed out of turn 10, because it's an ideal place to try and overtake into turn 11. My braking marker for turn 11 is this concrete block here on the right. When I lose that out of my sight, I'll go hard on the brakes, up to about 95% brake pressure, and easing it off all the way to the inside curb. I want to stay to the very edge of the right side of the track. I do that to open up turn 12 a lot more. That makes me able to go through turn 12 full throttle. You can take a bit of the anti-cut for turn 11, but it's crucial that you stay on the right side of the track. And then for turn 12, you want to turn in so you apex in the middle of the corner and use all of the available curb on the outside. If you get 2 wheels outside the white line, it's a 1x here. Turn 13, you want to be all the way on the left. For this one, I don't have a braking marker for you. I prefer to brake here just a little bit, so I'm able to get earlier on the throttle. So I go up to about 30% brake pressure before quickly going off it again. And when I get to the inside curb, I'll go full throttle again. Of course, cutting the curb all the way I can. For turn 14, you want to utilize the room here when entering the pits to open up turn 14 a bit more. I brake when I get to this white line here just in front of us, and I'm gonna be braking really hard. A quick peak of about 95% brake pressure before easing off the brake all the way to the curb on the inside. We want to maximize the exit speed of this corner as we're going onto a straight. Once I get to the inside curb, I'll go full throttle again. Do not touch the curb on the inside, as that will untilt the car quite a lot. And of course, you want to be using all of the room on the outside. Just make sure that you don't go into the gravel, as that will slow the car down quite a lot. And that's my lap around Oschersleben for a 137.8. I have more track guides linked down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below. Consider subscribing as well. And now for the uninterrupted hot laps.